my beautiful ladies. Hello, my beautiful ladies on the group. We are coming live to you on the group, and I am so excited. I have four of my beautiful Mrs. Potts here, and wow, for those that have attended one or two of their sessions, isn't my guest? I just need to make sure I don't press on the wrong thing and then the table go down again. Isn't my beautiful, amazing Mrs. Potts amazing you see, Cindy, ghost, because we were talking about ghosts. Amazing guests. They are all amazing guests. And ladies, they have chosen their names for a reason. They have chosen their times and then how they will conduct their own meetings. So, and in all the meetings is so different. It's like, wow, every time I can attend, I feel like I'm a proud mama. I'm a proud mom. I know, but it's just my beautiful ladies. Thank you for inspiring our beautiful group of ladies with all my coffee chats. I have 12 to go, then I have done 400.
Wow.
400 coffee chats in 18 months. But with all the coffee chats I've done, is so many ladies that is lonely, even in a marriage. And I know that because you are amazing, Mrs. Potts, beautiful guest, host for our guest, that loneliness effect will be gone. And now we're trying every day of the week. How incredible. So I am quickly going to show and then we're going to tell. So let me first show. We are going to move to the one side and then I will bring up our presentation. I quickly did one not presentation, but our schedule. So, ladies, here is our schedule. I have put all the Mrs. Potts photographs, their names, and then also the date that they are in, day of the week. And then I did choose South African time because remember, it will be either myself or Jenna that will be helping out if there's a problem. So that's the reason why I've put on that. And I do see almost on all the invitations they only use one time zone, Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if it's a rule or what, but I have decided to also because there's not really enough space to have a lot, and it's easy to work out if you're on Eastern Standard Time. And I know that your time is going to change again in the second week of March, but then we will work out to see will your time be still the same or do you want to change as well. So I will work out and I will do a new program for this batch. So then my beautiful Nicole, she is on Mondays. She is on the line. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself. And then Lisa is also on the line. She is our Tuesday. I want to say our Tuesday lady, but our Mrs. Tuesday, Mrs. Potts. And then in Jenna, she is not here yet. So maybe she will join us. If not, then it's okay. And then our beautiful Therese, Mrs. Potts, is on Thursday. I will check now who is that. And Cindy, our Mrs. Potts for Friday, is here. And Portia and Dar is not here, but maybe they will be coming in. So let me see who just joined. Oh, beautiful Dar have just joined us. Hello, Dar. Hello, Dar. So the only two that's not here at the moment is Jenna and Portia. So maybe they will join us a little bit later. So my beautiful ladies on the group, I am going to see where I'm going to put this form that is permanently there. And then what I want to try and do to have one messenger so that every lady will, if they have their show, just quickly give you a reminder. I've got my show, the time is in 5 minutes time, and here's my link. But remember, all the links is also in the events tab. It's sometimes just easy to click on the events tab, and if the link doesn't open on the join event, if that doesn't say join event, just go down in the description and click on the event. The ladies spent a lot of time designing their banners. They spend a lot of time each week to put have the event onto the events tab. Ladies, it takes time, and then they give us their beautiful energy and love during the session. So I would love to invite all of you to please join this amazing ladies. Show up not only for yourself but for others, because the more people will join, the more others will join. And then I know there is some stepping up, because in Teresa's Mrs. Spot on Thursday, she actually said, "And what can I do for you?" I was like, okay. Then I had to step up and say, okay, Therese, I think I will need a magazine article. And then Michelle, that was also, they said, okay, the both of them are going to do an article. And they did. So, yes, by stepping up and asking, and then sold out. After that session, I was like smiling, like there's no tomorrow, because it means two less articles I had to write, and it gave me time. So, my beautiful ladies, let us, I showed you now the beautiful ladies, so let us now do tell. And I'm going to start with Nicole. She is our Monday Mrs. Potts. So, let me just remove this. Just give me 1 second. There is removed. So, Nicole, our beautiful Mrs. Potts for Monday, please can you spend a few minutes to say what is your Mrs. Potts title, and then just in general, how did you feel being the host, and then how did you experience the people that was the ladies that was on your shows this far? Thank you so much, beautiful Nicole.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for inviting me to be a Mrs. Potts. And the reason I really wanted to do this is because I live by myself. And I used to have my girls with me, but they moved back to Arizona. And everybody always asks me, "Aren't you lonely? Aren't you lonely?" And I tell them, "No, I'm really not, because I get to interact with so many people on my Mrs. Potts show, and also the other ladies' Mrs. Potts show." And so I think it's really important that we have places where people can show up and we can show up for them, and maybe remove a little bit of loneliness in their life if they have it. So that's why I love this so much. And I also love the fact that it's a very safe place for people to show up to. There's no judgment. You just show up as yourself. And I really like mine to flow freely, because I don't want to pigeonhole someone into a situation or a topic or subject they don't like. And for me, I named mine the Wisdom Room, because education and knowledge, I think we really, really learn from books, from reading, maybe in school. But wisdom comes with life, wisdom comes with age. And so for me, I am very grateful to be who I am, to be the age I am, because I have learned and absorbed many wonderful lessons, teachings, and just knowing about myself. And that doesn't come when you're 18 years old. That doesn't even come when you're 25. You have to live and learn. So for me, this Mrs. Potts journey, I was so honored to be asked to do it. And when you asked me, I knew I was going to do it immediately, because we have to give back. I've been given so much. I really have. I love everything that I've been given. But now it's my journey to give back. And this is just one little piece of it. So thank you so much for asking me to do it. And I show up proudly and willingly every Monday.
Wow, amazing. And your session is now almost time. It will be almost in 2 hours. Less than 2 hours will be your session. So thank you, ladies. Do you know my head is like spinning because of all the time zones and everything going on in the group? But, and then I must just say, but you must please pray for me, because after the second week in March, you are moving again. Oh my goodness. Then are you going back? Are you going forward? Oh my goodness. Then it's, but it
Crazy.
takes it takes me a few days to get used to the movement of time, because here in South Africa our time never moves. So it's just easy. We never move. Okay. Thank you, my beautiful Nicole, for telling us. So we showed this beautiful time zones of all the ladies. Now my next Mrs. Potts is Mrs. Tuesday. Beautiful Lisa, and you are in Malaysia. So is that you can tell us where you're from. I'm just scared I'm going to say it now wrong. But I want to please, can you tell us the same as your name of your, and how do you feel, and what did you experience with the people that have joined you this far? Thank you.
Thanks. Yes, Lisa here. I'm in Thailand, and however, I am a Canadian, so I know about the time zone thing. I'll be back in Canada in May. So right now, I'm having a 9 p.m. coffee time for me, Indochina time. So, however, this is my coffee full of water at that time of night. So how my Mrs. Potts um, topic or theme is called "Spread Your Wings."
Mm.
Really, my journey over the last about 5 years, from understanding what to put in my body in regards to food, and then taking on personal development classes. I am learning and I'm seeing that I can spread my wings, which I'm super excited about. And you'll see on my logo um, advertisement that it is a dragonfly, and the dragonfly is quite a magical creature. And the dragonfly, though, represents a special girl that was in my teaching career that I had when I was a teacher, in my kindergarten class. Her name was Diamond. So, ironically, when I was introduced to Sanet and the Diamond Beauties, I'm like, this is a sign. And so, when I see dragonflies here in Thailand who are spreading their wings, it reminds me of my Diamond, who was a very strong little kindergarten kid I had in my kindergarten class, who had received a cancer diagnosis the year in my kindergarten class and passed away 4 years later. She had a huge effect on me, and I know she watches over me. So every time I see that dragonfly, I just like spread my
That's
wings and
beautiful.
fly. And I know how strong and brave she was. So it's very encouraging to me. So I encourage everyone in the group, so if to come and spread your wings, and it could be as simple as you logged on. I know I heard once that someone didn't even put their camera on. However, they spread their wings and they got there and they listened, and maybe they heard something new that day. And so I, like Nicole mentioned, I want it to happen somewhat organically and get the flow and the energy and see what's happening in the day, and maybe something that you picked up that day or something that was impressionable for you that day. And so that's where the conversation is going to go. And I'm not sure about the rest of the ladies. However, I know I've kind of planned a half-hour block, and sometimes we go over a little longer because the conversations are just so rich. And I know this will only be my third debut tomorrow night. And I've had some great conversations just in the two Mrs. Potts I've had so far. And it's really great to have others say, I am so glad that I started my day this way, and so able to share and able to express themselves. So yeah, I'm excited to see more diamond beauties come and spread your wings with me. Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. Thank you, my beautiful Lisa. And you do amazing videos to inspire them to connect. I do believe the more the ladies will see us, the more they will start to follow and then join us for the meetings as well. So thank you, my beautiful Lisa. And your story really touched my heart the first time I have heard it with your beautiful diamond. So thank you so much for telling us. Our Thursday Mrs. Potts is here. So, my beautiful Therese, please, you can do the same as well. Your name, your why, and then what you have experienced. So, all over to you, my beautiful one.
Thank you, love. So I'm in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. We don't say that in the summer because it's like so hot, but right now we're loving it. So I love the sun. I love the outdoors, and I love that energy. And I called mine the growth zone. because I just feel like, I just believe that our souls are always looking to expand and grow, right? If we're the kind of people that are hanging out in this group, we know there's more for us. We know we want to express more and experience more and give more and serve more, right? So I used to be a psychotherapist. I have that background, and I have been a business coach since a lot of decades, and I have this magical intuition that I use. And so what I want to create is just a super safe space. Like, there is no specific topic. It's like, just bring yourself. And I always start, I've only done one, but I run groups all the time. So it's, I know what I'm going to be doing. So I just start and I do a grounding, centering meditation, and it's always kind of channeled. And invariably, like I just open, and invariably we wrap and somebody's like, oh my gosh, I needed to hear that today. And it's always around reminding you of your magnificence, reminding you of the fact that you're not alone, that there is so much support, that your work is needed, right? It's always like that. Whatever the channeled messages are, they're very yummy. And then this last time, Sanet was in my call, and Michelle, and I said, okay, let's work. Like, who's got, what's on your heart? And so we just kind of, as a group, support each other. And I think we went 45 minutes. I only have 45 minutes to do mine. Whew, it was really magical. It was really, really, really magical. And it's really important to me. Like I work in the business coaching space. I help people grow their businesses, but you can't take your life out of your business. So a lot of my clients will be coaching their business, and I'm working with them on grief or healing, or their health journey, right? Because to me, you can't take your life out of your business. So it's like, bring all of you, whatever you're growing. Maybe you're growing boundaries, maybe you're growing your money, whatever it is, just whatever in that moment you're like, yeah, that's my growth edge, that's what I'm working with. So that's how I hold it. And again, I've only had one. I hope I get some more people on, because it's really, I'm really quick. I'm kind of a ninja. I can make things happen very quickly. So you were there.
Well, I must just tell you, it was amazing because you did that meditation. Oh, ladies, I started to yawn because I have a little bit of a tight schedule with all the things I'm running now, and I started to, and I could not stop. And Therese asked me, Sanet, how are you feeling? I said, I'm so sorry. Oh, it was the most wonderful yawn because I could feel the tension out of my back going, and I said, I am extremely tired. Your voice was just amazing, but it was so powerful. I normally cannot go to sleep because I'm thinking. And Thursday night, it was like, well, Friday morning, I just went to bed just past midnight. I was like, fast. Thank
Nice.
you for that. I really enjoyed that. Thank you. So our next Mrs. Potts is for Friday. So my beautiful Cindy. Oh, I'm so excited for you to come and tell. You know the flow of it, or do you want me to tell you?
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, so again, I'm so honored as well. Both Nicole and I got asked on the same day, and it was like, "What? You want me to be a Mrs. Potts?" And it was just very exciting for me to be able to join the group as well. This whole community is fantastic. So, Cindy Eddington, I'm based in Fairport, New York. It's cold today. It's very so. I envy the Scottsdale, the Thailand, wherever you are with their sun. There's a little hint of sun here today, but it's very frigid. I think it's like 19 degrees here. That's Fahrenheit. So I don't know what that translates into Celsius, but it's bitter cold. Anyways, I don't have my woolly hat on today like I did the other day because it was just freezing. But I'm Friday mornings. The name of mine is A Tranquil Heart's Cup of Comfort. I also too just come as you are. That's the whole premise. Come as you are. Everybody is saying all the same things, right? It's a little bit of a different hit, but I think we're all coming to the space, creating that really safe, sacred space for people to come and just be who they are. So I don't have a theme per se. If a theme comes up, we'll go with it. just kind of go with the flow. But I've only had 3 so far as well, so we're all kind of new, and I think finding our way through this, except for Dar. I think Dar's been doing it quite a long time. She'll be next. But for me, it's relatively new as well. But the women that have been coming to the calls, just the conversations that we have right now are so rich. Just getting to know one another. Right? We're just getting to know one another and seeing what everybody's specialty is and what they're bringing to the world. And to me, I'm just so grateful to like be in a space with a bunch of other women who are just so great within themselves, have really expanded themselves in different ways that, people don't imagine what we've gone through, what each individual has gone through. And I think just hearing and sharing our stories is so powerful, because sometimes people are like, I don't want to share that. And I know that I had said that. I have shared my story for the first time in this group. It's taken me a very long time to do that, to have the courage to say, I want to speak about what I've been through. And even it's just a small part of what I've been through, but speak about that. And so I know that for others that may be thinking, oh, I don't want to be so visible, that might be a scary thing. I invite you in, because the more that you can talk about what you've been through and share that, it just creates more of that community. It builds you up, it lifts you up, and it frees you in a different way. And so that to me is what my little Mrs. Potts is intended to be, is just come as you are. I don't care if you're dressed to the nines or you're coming in your bathrobe, whatever's your thing for that morning, just come on in and share. It's all good. I've met some fantastic women. A lot of you have been to mine already. And it's been wonderful. Mine are an hour. I've got the full Monty for Zoom. So I'm like, I'm going to give an hour. If and even this past week, we went over. We went over the hour, which was great. I mean, we both had time. There was one gal that stayed on, and we talked for probably, I would say, another like 45 minutes, just because we both had time and really wanted to get to know each other even more and get deeper into what's happening in our lives and share. And so that to me is what it's all about. How can we share and open the circle for those who maybe a little bit timid, maybe you're a little bit, shy about it. I'm just saying, here it is. Come on in. Come on in. It's all
Come
good.
on over. Come on over, baby. I know there's a song like that. Oh, wow. Thank you, my beautiful Cindy. Before I go to you, Dor, I just have a message here from Jenna. She said she's with a mum. She is listening. Oh, thank you, my beautiful Jenna. And she says, sorry, I cannot attend. And then I've got another. Oh, it's also in Jenna. You are all incredible and just unique, special, beautiful ladies. And then this one says the sessions are not recorded, ladies. No, the sessions is not recorded. I'm sure that's what they're asking. No, the sessions is not recorded. Okay, I don't know who gave us that, but thank you so much for that. So remember, we are a private group. Put your name in the front or the back, then we will be able to see that. So my beautiful Dar, you look so beautiful with your yellow and the sunflower at the back. You are our Sunday, Mrs. Potts. I'm so sorry I could not make it this Sunday, but I know that you had a spectacular session. So if you also can tell us your show, the name, the why, and then what have people experienced during your shows, because it is truly amazing. Thank you.
My beautiful ladies and Sanet, just to let you know, Sanet, that your internet is all you're freezing up. I just wanted to let you know. And I'm praying right now that God's got watching over this whole entire session, because I'm all about spirituality and prayer and the power of God and his love. And so I'm trusting him to get things right for Sanet with her internet. But I am Dar Geiger, and it's an honor to meet you ladies. I just love what Sanet and God's doing together and creating support for inspiring women and empowering them to be all that they can be. So I'm an author of Reignite Your Joy, Let God Lead Your Dance. I never know which way to turn. Let God lead your dance through life. And that's a miracle in itself, ladies. And that came out in 2021, started in 2020. So we all know what 2020 was like. But at any rate, so my beautiful Sanet gets all these brilliant ideas, and I know they come from the Lord. And so she tells me that she would love for me to be a Sunday Mrs. Potts. And as soon as she said that, I just got this thought from God, savoring the Spirit. Sunday is a Sabbath day for many of us, and it means more focus, more peaceful time, respite. Um, Lots of times we're not doing that. Most of the time we've got distractions. So the first couple of sessions that I did, I was the one that needed the help on avoiding distractions. It was so funny. It's God revealing truth to me, because after we had our session talking about how do you protect your time from distractions, what do you do? Let's get each other excited and give us solutions to how to protect our quality time with love, joy, and peace, and that sort of thing with God. And so that first session, after I was done, it was beautiful outside. The sun was out, which I love the sun as well, ladies. So at any rate, I go to a lake. Beautiful. Open up the car windows, turn off the car. I proceed to pull out my phone and graze on social media for an hour. I was going out there to just kind of soak in the beauty and just be peaceful. And I got into social media. Next morning, I was reminded of that. Wow. So habitual. I didn't even realize that was my Sunday time to, after I'm serving and getting engaged with women, to take care of myself and do that time alone and block out the distractions. So long story short, every week is a walk of faith for me. I do my best to notify. I pray, who should I notify or invite? So I do it personally on my phone. I send texts with the address in it, so it's real convenient for the ladies. They know right where to go, passwords in there and everything. And so I say I'm not a numbers girl, but guess what? I am. I like to see how many are going to join me. But each week has been an absolute blessing because it's organic. Like, it sounds like most of us are doing that. And so organic for me means letting God lead and take over and just minister to the women. It's about them, not about me. And let's see how we can inspire one another. And I love to have them left with something that they can apply, a tool that they can apply, So each week it's different. And it's always exciting and it's fast. So I've been doing 1/2 hour from 1:00 to 1:30 Central Standard Time. And I think for me, my philosophy is that if you're left with wanting more, that's a good thing, because maybe they'll come next week. So, whatever works out for each one of us is the way I think God meant it to be. So I'm doing it because I love women. Sanet and I have been together for the get-go since 2021. And that was a miraculous meeting as well. And another one was a vision God gave her to be in my home. She's in South Africa. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Bam! We prayed about it for 6 months, and here she is in my home in May of 2022 for my birthday, my 80th birthday.
Amazing.
It's so amazing. She got this vision of sitting on my red lounge chair together, and it happened. So I've got pictures to prove it. So anyway, so there's a lot of joy and energy, and we're go-givers. We're go-givers, not go-getters. And anyway, so I'm happy to be here, and I love to call myself a queenager.
I love that.
I think all of us are queenagers. If we're over 40 or 45, we rock because we are serving, we are contributing, and growing continuously and learning. So it's a pleasure to be here, ladies. God bless you all.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, my beautiful daughter. I do apologize for my internet. Our power is off. So we are on battery power. So first of all, Dor, you are so fun, funky lady and Gino. And then when you said you were what queen are you?
Queen Ager.
Your Queen Asia, she said, oh wow, unbelievable. I love it, love it. Oh wow, thank you. So, my beautiful ladies, first of all, I want to say thank you for giving us your heart and your time every week. Thank you. You are such a blessing for me. And I know in the future, this is even going to go even bigger than we can ever imagine. Because loneliness is not going to disappear if we are not working to be there for one another. So I have another message for Dor. Wow, thank you. So my beautiful ladies, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your heart, like I said. And this, Nicole, today is your session. On Tuesday is Lisa's session. And Jenna is on Wednesday. Therese is on Thursday. Just the last Thursday of the month, I will be taking care of her session as she has another appointment for now. But we will manage it between the two of us. And then Friday, beautiful Cindy Friday, and Portia that could not be here on Saturday, and then beautiful Dor on Sunday. So, my beautiful ladies, will you have a dance with me?
I was
Let
wondering when you were going to ask.
Oh wow, you are so amazing. I had the lady guest that was yesterday. She said, really? Are you asking people to dance? I
Yeah,
said, yes.
all the time.
Because on a Sunday, people stop eating on E360, the channel, and they start to dance with us for 2, 3 minutes, and then they sit down and eat again. So, yes, why not? Here we go. My beautiful ladies on the Diamond Beauties, please come on. Like Cindy said, come on over. Come and give your heart and your love to all of us being on the session. And now I want to say, please look after yourself, smile often, and ladies, here we go. Keep on dancing.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles,
Bye bye, everyone.